Battle of the Bridge, boys soccer is on tap here at Stellos Stadium on this spectacularly sunny Saturday in September. Hello, I'm John Collins.
Scintillating Saturday.
Soccer. And it is Tom King, along with yours truly, John Collins. We have cameramen Tim O'Neill and Jim McLean doing the broadcast with us. Jim's at the controls right now. Tom, you have a 4-3 team that's lost 2 in a row. You have a 3-4 team that's won 2 in a row.
A Nashua South team that looked early on like they would be trouble for everybody, and now we have a Nashua South team that's trying to get into losing streak, and we have a North team that's picked that up a little bit, and now they're 3-4. So you come in here with an evenly matched, pretty much an evenly matched game, just as we saw in field hockey.
You know, kind of pressure on North to win a game. We've done how many Battle of Bridge games this year so far this week? We did 4?
Yeah, it's
all South.
It's 8-6-1 in favor of South right now.
But the games we've done,
all
South victories.
So they love it that we're doing ETV.
Right.
Watch out, John, number 18. Now we don't have he's not on the roster here. Yes, he is. Number 8. I'm sorry, not 18. 8. Alvaro Ramirez Jr. Came from Mexico this year to live with his extended family. So he was new. Joe Morgan didn't know who he was when he showed up at practice. He knows now. This kid scored 3 goals the last time I saw him play.
Wow. We are underway. Boys soccer, North versus South here at Stellos, as they have 40 minutes up on the scoreboard for the first half in this one. It's kind of, after watching field hockey for a good part of an hour, it's kind of refreshing to see a larger object being kicked around the field, without whistle after whistle. That's just the nature of field hockey. Don't get me wrong. It was an exciting 2-1 South girls field hockey win in overtime over North, as exciting as field hockey can get in that one. So congratulations again to the Panthers girls field hockey on their first win of the season that we covered right here on NashuaETV. But we have the beautiful game underway here at Stellos Stadium on what could not be a more beautiful Saturday, except some of the fans who were hiding out in the shade between games here in the Battle of the Bridge. They might want it a tad cooler. I'm sure it'll get cooler as the evening approaches. But there was a considerable number of fans who were down in the concession area underneath the main stadium stands here at Stellos that were just enjoying the shade down by the concession stand, getting ready for this contest to begin. You can see, or maybe partially see, that there's a good amount of fans on the shady side of the field, on the river side of the field here at Stellos, watching this contest unfold. So it will be a goal kick for the Titans, who are going right to left. They're acting as the home team. Well, both South and North call Stellos home. For the purposes of the Battle of the Bridge, North has been hosting, and they are going right to left as the game begins. Sun is somewhat in the eyes of the Titans goaltender. Goal kick for the Panthers. And this ball easily gets to midfield before it's headed back the other way by the Titans. The team's trading possessions. And now North goes on the attack. Number 9 is Colin Miller. He tried to thread one up ahead and intercepted by the Panther defense as their goaltender boots it downfield. Ball bounding in open space. North trying to develop a chance here, and some heavy contact inside the penalty box there at the very end. Todd Redmond, number 1, who was on the attack, almost took a leg up around the head area. I think they're going to award a free kick here to the Titans, with possession just about 30 yards away from the Panther goaltender. There's a little bit of a dispute about where the free kick should take place. It's going to be closer to the sideline and in partial shadow over there, where North's number 7, Joao Santana Neto, will take the free kick. Chance to go right at the goalie, and he does. It's a deflected, actually a redirected shot that turns into a rather routine save somehow. That goal kick takes a rainbow arc, but it gets deep into the Titan zone where the Panthers are on the attack, trying to get their first shot on goal. Nifty move, but broken up by defender Ryan Downing, number 17. Panthers regain possession. In and out of the shadows here at Stellos. The shade. There's a shot and a save near post. Nicely done by the Titan goaltender. Trying to create something where there seemed to be nothing. The Panthers testing goaltender William Brooks. Billy Brooks is the goaltender, and I don't know, Billy Brooks, it almost sounds like, well, this is my own reading material that I'm sourcing here, but almost like a good name for a bank robber, but I'm sure Billy Brooks is far from that. William Brooks. And the theme being, why I bring that up, he could be robbing the Panthers of some goals in this one if he's having a good game. So we'll see how that unfolds. To the right of your screen is the Titans goal. To the left will be the Panthers, as North tries to get a shot on goal here. North, entering the game, had lost 2 in a row, but to very good teams. Oh, I'm sorry, it's the other way around. South had lost 2 games to very good teams, Concord and Hanover. They lost to Concord 3-1 and Hanover 2-1 before this contest. It was North with the record of 3-4, trying to get to the 500 mark at the expense of South in this one, who won the previous 2 games, 3-0 and 4-3 at Keene 4 days ago. Earlier this week, a big victory there for North at Keene. Came away on top. In the shade of the pine trees that circle the, I should just say tall trees. I'm not a deciduist, not an arborist. I can't really tell you exactly what all these trees are, but they definitely shield part of the field from the sun that goes down over the Merrimack River earlier in the day at this time of year. South trying to mount an attack here and get the game's first goal. These teams have been putting up 3 and 4 goals a game over the past 3 or 4 contests, so we could see some offensive fireworks at some point in this game. There's a nice attempt. Todd Redmond hit the deck after trying to one-time that centering pass. Not worthy of a penalty, though, according to the officials, so not even close, really. It was good defense by the Panthers, as they will rely on their goaltender to get them out of there. Roe Hendrick is the goalie for South. And they don't bother to list a uniform number for Roe. First name R-O-E, Hendrick. He is just GK in our roster, whereas William Brooks, the goalie for North, who is going to be at the top of your screen here, he has number 33 on the roster. We have played 8 minutes of the first half. We're scoreless. Somewhat of a scoring opportunity for South at the left post area that William Brooks stopped rather easily. And again, I'm seeing the Titans goalie, William Brooks, just standing there shielding his eyes against the sun with one of those big goalie gloves that the goalkeepers wear in soccer. Ball in the shadows, and it's a free kick for the Titans now. On a diagonal line, about 30 yards away from the goalkeeper, Ro Hendrick of South. Let's see if North's forward here decides to go right at the goal. Headed away easily by the Panther defense. Tiago Ferreira, number 8, with the ball in the corner. And he is being defended by Cody Lopez of South, number 12, in front. That was nearly a chance, a scoring chance for the Titans. As Ro Hendrick boots it down toward the middle of the field, and the ball comes over the near sideline, where it'll be a throw in for the Panthers. And doing the honors will be number 17, Cesar Mendoza. Mendoza looking for a teammate to toss to. He'll go the conservative route and retrace a step. There's a long pass, a lead pass, a nice one, a good attempt. At the receiving end of that was number, I believe it was Ryan Santoro, number 15. In any case, the defense was played by Jack Gould, number 4, who got in the way of the attacker and staved off what would have been attacker versus goaltender in alone. Titans moving the ball smartly. Contested ball there, won by the Panthers. Back to the defensive line. Far sideline play. Good pass up ahead. Heavy touch, but still with possession is number 18. We have an 18 on our roster. Might be the aforementioned Alvaro Ramirez Jr. that Tom thought was number 18, but is listed as number 8 on our roster. Problem is we have 2 number 8s. We have Adel Boziane and the freshman Alvaro Ramirez Jr. of Mexico that may be wearing the number 18. I think that is the case. Talented young player. Headed over the goal. That was very close to a first goal of the game for the Panthers. As this thing comes out of the shadows, the corner kick, well struck and getting up above everybody and nearly heading it into the back of the cage was Josh Reeder, number 25. Not only one of the tallest players on the pitch, but also good leaping ability. Got his head on that with pace. And had that been on target just under the crossbar, I dare say that might have been the game's first goal. Here come the Panthers trying to beat a double team. Unable to do it was Logan McIntosh. The Titans came away with it, but the Panthers steal it right back. Josh Reeder came so close with that header that we just saw. Pass across to Emmanuel Orozco Alvarez, number 14. Number 6 is Nathan Hyde. North trying to relieve the pressure, just kicks it across midfield. Colin Miller did. Bodies collide right at the midfield stripe. Field is 120 120 yards long. Might feel 120 miles if you're not in good condition on a hot day like this. Temperature about 80 degrees at game time. There is a foot race for the ball. Goes out of bounds off of the defender. We're going to get a Panther corner kick out of this. And it looks like corner is going to be taken by number 14, Emmanuel Orozco Alvarez. And Emmanuel will tee it up in the corner to our right. William Brooks bracing himself in the goal for whatever Orozco Alvarez might serve up. Tries a pass rather than a centering shot. And the Panthers are going to retreat all the way to their end of the field with possession of the ball. So losing a little ground there that they had earned. Ball gets deflected out of bounds off of a Panther foot. No, it was off a Titan player. My eyes did not deceive me. So South will come out of their own end. Playing it conservatively, the Panthers trying to beat this man-to-man defense by the Titans, and it pays off for North as they steal it away. Todd Redmond with good work up front. Thiago Ferreira, number 8, passed it over to a teammate on the sideline. The forwarding pass doesn't work, and now South trying something here on a one-on-one situation. Ball kicked away. That is Alvaro Ramirez Jr., number 18, just the freshman, who almost had a chance to go one-on-one and maybe get the game's first goal. We are 15 minutes into the first half in a scoreless game so far. This ball's going to go out of bounds off the chest of the Titan defender, and it will be another corner kick for South. And again, stepping up to take the corner will be Emmanuel Orozco Alvarez. Boots it, hooks it in front of the net, and it goes across the length of the goal mouth and onto a Titan foot. Kicked way down the field where Roe Hendrick will play it. Rolling it out to the right sideline now. The Panthers advancing down the field. When I said the name Emmanuel Orozco Alvarez, it reminded me of the big boxing match that took place recently with Gennady Golovkin, the pay-per-view match that ended in a draw, by the way, if you didn't know. All the pre-fight hype, it seemed like a guaranteed knockout, one of the other fighters, but it actually went the distance, and it was a controversial draw decision. But we'll see if a boxing match, a draw develops here. We hope not in this soccer match. Teeing it up, William Brooks, the goaltender for North, will try his hand or his foot at a goal kick here. Comes sailing toward midfield, but it is headed back the other way by a Panther player. Heat could be a factor here at Stellos Stadium by the end of this one. These players have a lot of field to cover, and 80 minutes of soccer to do it in. A lot of sprints involved in what is almost unseasonably warm weather for a September 23rd game. Tom mentioned that it felt more like 90 degrees down on the field, despite the official game time temperature of 81 degrees, which I take it they measure in the shade. Game definitely had a hotter feel. Great angle that you're looking at is the same one that the young man Emmanuel Orozco had. He kicks it toward the net, but rather easy save there for William Brooks, who saw it clearly off the foot. It's kind of like the give and take there for South. It's the player that inbounded it. There's a diving play. Wow, coming way out of his crease to make that one was William Brooks, or who knows what might have developed there. taking it away from the talented freshman on a slide. Middle of the field. And out of bounds. Off of a Titans player. The South throw-in with 21 minutes left in the first half. There have been some scoring chances. Good decisions by the goaltenders in this one to snatch away scoring opportunities from some of the attackers. And we saw a case in point there from William Brooks, who beat Ramirez Jr. to the ball. Alvaro Ramirez Jr. Nice footwork by Panther player, and again, out to snatch it away was Brooks. Punts it across the midfield stripe. There's a hard collision right there. Hope everybody is okay. It's one of those plays where you just pray that the heads do not come together. And it looks like the player is going to be okay. It's just an example of great hustle, but also the danger of a jump ball. Fortunately, Todd Redmond is not as tall as the defender he went up against, so you had kind of like one head way above the other. To avoid the clashing of the coconuts. Teams trading possessions at midfield. Panthers moving it up ahead smartly. Can't beat the double team though on the recipient of the pass, and here come the Titans. Past the halfway point of the first half, essentially the second quarter of the game without stoppage. Saving that from going out of bounds was the Titans' number 5, Samuel Smythe, but Panther defender got in the way of the centering pass. Titans retained possession deep. Stolen away by the Panther defense, and down they come, down the field they come. Goaltender again, William Brooks out to snatch it away. Another good decision by the North goaltender, and you can see would have been a great opportunity. And I think that was again Alvaro Ramirez, the freshman sensation who was beaten to the ball. Far sideline. North trying to string some passes together and mount an attack against a lonely goaltender. Roe Hendrick of South, who's to the left of your screen, hasn't seen the ball all that much, and probably the way he likes it. Have a timeout taken as the players will get refreshed on the sideline. And I don't blame them. We've got this air-conditioned press box here at Stellos Stadium, and fortunate to have it. But once you open the door, it's hard to believe it's September 23rd as we enjoy a beautiful September weekend in between offshore hurricanes that have affected the weather pattern here in southern New Hampshire. I don't have to tell you, there's been a lot of cloudy and rainy days over the past couple of weeks, and apparently we're going to get some more clouds and rain as the new week arrives. But right now, it is an idyllic sun-splashed setting here at Stellos Stadium in Nashua, where South and North remained in a scoreless tie 22 minutes into this one. One of the best teams in New Hampshire Division I as we look at the standings, Exeter. They had a tie, I believe I saw. Exeter mixed a draw into their season-long winning streak. Exeter has thrown up some impressive goal totals. They've scored 6 twice. They scored 5 goals once. But they tied Londonderry 1-1. So Exeter is not, well, they are unbeaten, but their winning streak was interrupted. So they are officially 6-1, or 7-1 actually on the season. So congratulations to the Blue Hawks, who seem to be on a roll. But Bishop Girton, let's see, Bishop Girton Soccer, the other third team who we cover, they are having a difficult time of it. They won their opening game 3-0 at Alvern, and then they have had no wins since. They did have a scoreless draw against Timberlane a week ago. And they played today against Bedford. We'll have that score for you coming up. Bedford against Bishop Girton. The free kick taken by the Panthers, stolen away by the Titans as they come near midfield, stolen back. Manuel Orozco Alvarez playing it up ahead and into the corner. Good footwork. You can tell that Alvaro Ramirez Jr., number 18, has played a lot of soccer in his young life. That fancy footwork, very impressive, and it may have set up a scoring chance for the Panthers. No, loose ball stolen away by the Titans, and down the field to go. Todd Redmond in a foot race. Going to the turf as it goes out of bounds. That's going to be a corner kick. Good hustle by the defender for South, Cody Lopez, number 12. But the ball did go off of his foot and out of bounds past the end line. That produces a corner kick for the Titans. Hooking in front, bouncing loose. Shot just over the right side of the goal. An opportunity there, a rare one for the Titans. Sam Smythe just couldn't corral that kick or control it, get it underneath the crossbar.
We told you about number 8. He's solid, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, he's flashy. I mean, he's good. You can
really?
tell he's played a lot of soccer in his young life.
Oh yeah, he sure has.
Yeah. And you know, he did. The roster maker did confuse you. They had 8 down there. He is 18. He's got the ball right now.
Right. I said 18 originally.
You did.
Because that's what the number he had before.
Right. Gets the ball back up top.
They move him all over the field.
Back to the cage here. That was Manuel Orozco Alvarez put some moves on there, but the Titan defender not fooled. They keep the ball out of the danger zone as we have played about 25 minutes of the first half. Here we're scoreless, but South, if it was a boxing match, this is the point I was alluding to earlier when I mentioned Alvarez is one of the players for South, and that reminded me of Canelo Alvarez. But if you were scoring this on points, aside from goals, South is dominating.
I would say South.
Yeah.
Although North had some of the advantage early. Now that timeout, that timeout, I think, was a designed water break because of the temperatures. I don't think
fast break after the water break. Redmond has it. Deep shot, save, and the save of the game so far made by Ro Hendrick. Thomas, you will see on the replay here, I think if Hendrick doesn't get his hand on this, it might be 1-0.
Let's see. He's got to go to his left. Okay? Here's the rush. And a bullet shot, and he does. He goes to that left side and gets the ball and knocks it away. I think it would have had that upper corner.
It might have been a spectacular goal by Todd Redmond. We can't say definitely because of the angle that we are at, but it appeared to be labeled for the upper near side corner. Corner kick in front, header, another great save by Ro Hendrick, and I think that one might have snuck inside the post as well. Watch this header from the corner. Getting up there is number 13 for
and
North.
a launch just with his fingertips.
Amazing save. That was Martin Flaherty for North that got ahead on that shot. And just as I said that South was kind of dominating the play, North with two terrific scoring chances and only spectacular goaltending by Ro Hendrick keeps the ball from the back of the net. How about that fingertip stop by Hendrick? Laying out in the shadows to our left here at Stellos. Ball out of bounds off of a Panther player. Titans play it, threading the needle up ahead, and a nice touch on defense averts another scoring opportunity for Sam Smythe and the Titans. Number 5, Sam, was ahead of the field and didn't quite see the defender's uniform number in the shadows over there, but it was a key touch. Spin move by South's number 10, Logan McIntosh. South takes the ball smartly across midfield. They move it just inside the sideline. Number 17 is Cesar Mendoza. Hands it off to Emmanuel Orozco Alvarez, and coming out of his goal to grab that one was
Jim McLean, our savior with blinds.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Crafting blinds from the sun that allow us to see some of the action. Though I'm picking up a lot of it.
Giving the blinds some blinds.
Yes. The blind saving the blind. Free kick, Panthers midfield. Crowd still buzzing about those saves by Ro Hendrick. Two of them.
They should be.
Within a minute. Row, oh no you don't. Score on me, not yet anyway. Nothing game right now. The Panthers slowly ratcheting up the pressure on this possession, but now lose it back to midfield without a shot on goal. Near sideline, Cesar Mendoza stays near sideline as he goes to Emmanuel Orozco Alvarez. Kicked on ahead into space. That's a good play to a good player as Alvaro Ramirez with a crossing pass that finds a Titan foot, however, and goes out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for William Brooks, the Titans goaltender, who will line it up. And hit a low line drive down the right side. Chested from one teammate to another, but stolen away by the Panthers. Titans defense are conscious of where Alvaro Ramirez Jr. is on the field. He seems to get doubled immediately upon touching the ball when he is anywhere close to the goal frame. Trying to keep that in bounds, but it rolls out. So it's going to be Panther ball. Hustling after it was Sam Smythe, number 5 for the Titans, but the Panthers will boot it downfield, out of bounds off of a Titan header. The throw in for South. Again, a header by North, and ball ricocheting around, teams trading possessions, and drawing the foul was Alvaro Ramirez. Soccer is the, or football is the sport of choice in Mexico, I do believe. I know they do play baseball, some other sports, but they have their own professional league. In front, what do we have? A whistle before that action, that scrum in front of William Brooks. South called for some sort of infraction. And one of the backline defenders will tee up a goalie kick. Jack Gould, number 4. Doesn't quite get it to midfield.
Yeah, but it seems to me that South is really relying overly on Alvaro to get the ball, as he almost does it right there. Here's the speed. Look at him. Comes right in,
Scores!
And he gets it. They relied on him.
A touch by Alvaro Ramirez Jr.
Unbelievable. I said they relied on him an awful lot, almost to a fault. And look what happens. He scores.
He almost tracked down a loose ball. It wasn't really a pass right to him per se.
But the speed, John. Run the replay and see the speed. All right, here's the loose ball, right? Then all of a sudden, look at the speed. He turns it on right there and gets through 2 defenders.
And the fade shot.
And puts it home.
Wow, William Brooks gets victimized
with
by
8:25 left in the half.
A major talent there. Alvaro Ramirez Jr. makes it 1-0
Fabulous
South.
player.
It was. Kind of using his own momentum. He just had to get his heel on it. And you saw the ball. It was like an optical illusion. It seemed to curl around the goaltender and find its way inside the post. Like a billiard ball spin he put on it almost. The cue ball in billiards or pool. Heads up. Titans will inbound this, 7:20 to go in the first half. North feeling a greater sense of urgency to score now to keep the game even.
Boy, don't you think?
Yeah, Redmond passes it across, chance here. Shot never did really make its way through to Roe Hendrick. And now the Panthers taking it out with some pace to the attack. Intercepted by the Titans defense. Players' bodies colliding rather violently there. There was Sergio Anaya for North and Charles Kapopoulos for South. The next World Cup will be in Russia.
How about that?
Yeah. And then the one after that, I think that's the one in Qatar, the controversial FIFA decision to have Qatar host a World Cup tournament where temperatures are forecast to be in the 110-degree range or so.
Whoa. Whoa.
They have these space-age stadium coolers,
right?
Like floating clouds that Qatar plans to employ. Wow. Here he goes again, and a great, aggressive, look out, you could get hurt on the play like this.
And he is down. He's down.
Yeah, he is down.
Getting up slowly.
Slowly, and it's
watch
after
him
this.
Go, and he trips right over the goalie.
That was.
You're going to see those collisions. You saw a couple down here, but that's going to happen.
And to Alvaro Ramirez's credit, he avoided the goaltender, but to his own discomfort. Roe Hendrick with a rather easy catch save there. They'll punt this well past the midfield stripe, where North fields it. Titans trying to come out of their own end and set up a scoring play. 5 minutes even to go, first half. Ball far sideline. It's retrieved inbounds by Joe Santana Nato. Players colliding body to body, going after loose balls, and the officials pretty much letting them play. And we have a whistle, and appears to be substitutions. That's what it's for. It's not a full-fledged timeout. This players coming on and off the pitch. Panthers with it. Under 4 minutes to go now. Clock running time here. South trying to make their way out, but good hustle by Todd Redmond and the Titans to take it away and try to create a scoring chance. The throw in, headed away and up the field.
There you go, John Collins. The blinds on every window.
That's terrific. I didn't know where
courtesy
those
of
lines
Jim
come
McLean.
from.
They came from the city.
Oh, okay. So yeah, they come down, I guess.
So they were already up on there, and you
between
just needed to
games,
handle
yeah,
it.
or between events.
Yep, they're all the marks. Yep. How about that? I never knew they were here. All the years we've done this, and we've never known it.
Wow. Impoverished by lack of knowledge.
Yep.
But it definitely makes it easier to see the game from up here now. Under 3 minutes to go, first half. The Titans continuing to try to start that engine, that offensive engine, and just kind of getting thwarted by the midfield play of South. Meanwhile, Alvaro Ramirez with a spectacular solo effort to give South their first goal of the game. Out racing a Titan defender to make a touch on a loose ball in front and rolling it craftily by goaltender William Brooks, who will get it now for a goalie kick with 2 minutes to go in the first half. Low liner intercepted by the Panthers, and down the field they come. Shot and a deflection off the post.
Loose and clear.
What a play by William Brooks to get just enough to stop that one from going in. As play continues, we'll check the replay on that in a moment to show you just how close that came to a goal.
Yeah, good chance for it right here. Here's the shot, right? Going toward, and it was deflected off two people, defender and the goalie.
Wow.
And hits the post.
And hits the post. Number 8 for South, who took the shot, was Adel Buziani.
And for North, it was deflected off of Jack Gould, the fullback, the defender, the senior, and also off, off their keeper.
Fortuitous bounce off the post for North, or this would be a 2-0 game. They are keeping time down on the field now. Under 2 minutes to go in the half. They keep time down on the field. Panthers looking to double their lead. North looking to tie it. Next goal, a big one here in the Battle of the Bridge, 2017. So I'm going through my memory of the games we've covered so far. I don't think North has had a lead, including in the volleyball match, as far as games. They did have a lead within the game. But, you play a best of 5 in volleyball, and it was a 3-0 match victory for South. followed by a football game last night where I think South had the lead for the entire game. And then co-ed unified soccer, field hockey, and that is the end of the first half. Whistles down on the field indicate that we will go to halftime with South leading North 1-0. Battle of the Bridge soccer here on a spectacular sunny Saturday at Stellos Stadium. John Collins along with Tom King. We will have the exciting conclusion, the second half of this one, right after this break on NashuaETV.
Disasters can happen anywhere at any time. When disaster hits home, your family will depend on you. In a disaster, you are the superhero. Be prepared. Sign up for emergency alerts and visit readynh.gov. Take action. Be safe.
Welcome back, everybody, to the second half of the boys varsity soccer game here at Stellos. 2017 Battle of the Bridge. It was an exciting first half. Some spectacular saves, especially standing out, in my mind, by Ro Hendrick.
Well, some big saves down in the corner. I mean, he made them to his left.
Yes.
One with his hand, with his fingertips, and another one just, I don't know how he did it, you know?
Right. Reflex.
Both reflexes at the last minute. But
right.
The story on that side, that's South's story defensively. Offensively, with that 1-0 lead, it's got to be the main man, Alvaro Ramirez Jr., number 18.
Yeah, spectacular goal. Sliding to the ground, put just enough touch on it to get it past the diving goaltender of Nashua North, William Brooks. And that was our story of the first half. Two great saves to keep it from being 2-0 North. And a goal by Ramirez to make it 1-0 South. And we are underway. A fresh 40 minutes up on the scoreboard. We'll see what this second half brings us. Both teams have the scoring talent to put up more. See what role stamina plays, as it's a hot Saturday, unseasonably warm day here on September 23rd. Started out in the low 80s. Tom, who's been down on the field, reporting that it felt like 90 degrees earlier. There's a shot and a save early in the half.
Boy, Hendrick,
the Titans
again,
nearly tying it up.
They've got to say, what do we have to do to get a goal here? Hendrick's got 5 saves in this game already.
Here's another one.
Quick shot. He settles the ball very quickly. Then the move to his right. Gets around Riley Olsen and Hendrick. I mean, Hendrick made that maybe a little more dramatic than it needed to be. I thought he had the ball all the way. He could have probably caught it.
Tell you what, there was a lot of accuracy on that shot. It looked like it was going to go between the post and the
right.
goaltender, and there was something on it. Ramirez, another footwork display, splitting the defenders. I think he wanted a free kick, and it'll be just outside the penalty box. Alvaro Ramirez Jr., Ramirez earning a free kick in a spot where they could go right at the goalie here if they want to. They could go right at the net and try to score from the free kick. And South's going to set up a wall, but to my mind, if they've got to go, 10 yards away from the kicker? They got to back that wall up quite a ways.
Yeah, they do.
I think the referee's going to tell them how far back they have to go right now. He's marking it off. They're going to move that wall, see, a good 3-4 yards back where they had set up. And that's going to enable South's kicker. Let's see who they designate here. I think it's number 8 for South. Adel Buziani. He kicks it to the right of the wall. And I think he feared, kicking it over somebody's hairline there, and
those plays are tough to
convert. It's tough to get it up and over the wall.
Yeah, it is.
Without hitting somebody, and he went to the right, and there was really nobody to pass to, so might have been better off passing it to the left to go for an actual teammate. Seemed like a wasted opportunity. The Titans with it. Teams trading possession at midfield. Number 25 for South is Joshua Reeder, who showed some excellent header ability in the first half, but he had that one saved by William Brooks, a header that Joshua Reeder rose up and took on a corner kick in the first half. Collecting it, Adele Buziani. Long shot and all the way to the goaltender, William Brooks. Boots one, well past midfield, headed back toward North's goal. Forwarding pass there. Did not thread its way through the South defense. Throw in for the Titans. And a good job of shielding the ball with his body by defender Charles Kapopoulos, number 2, who slips and falls there, but ends up on a Purple Panther foot. Risky pass back to the defense and using his hands to push the attacker away from the ball. Joshua Reeder gets whistled for that, and it's going to be a free kick.
Yeah, Reeder's an experienced player.
Yeah, got a little handsy there. And so free kick for the Titans, and it'll be taken by Joe Santana Neto. He's a good 30 yards on a diagonal from the net, but it's reachable for him. Let's see if some of the Titan players streak from the left side of your screen toward the goal. That's the way they appear to have set it up. He curls it, and it goes through everybody. Goes in front of the goaltender, Ro Hendrick, and in front of the would-be goal scorers for North. Maybe just a little bit too much velocity on that kick by Nato. So Ro Hendrick with a goal kick. Long, low liner. Kicked that about 50, 60 yards in the air. Ends up out of bounds far sideline for a Panther throw-in. South earning a 3 games advantage in the Battle of the Bridge standings with 3 games left to be played.
I was told 8-6-1. That's what I was told. That's what I was told.
Right. So they have a 2-game advantage with 3 to be played, including this one. Todd Redmond getting ahead of the field, but he's double teamed. And the ball out of bounds off of South. It goes right into the hedges, which are turning color with the season. Titan throw-in. We have played 5 minutes of this second half. Scoreless. Long shot goes over everything. And Ro Hendrick gets another soccer ball thrown into him for the goal kick. Midfield play. Both teams' players kicking up their heels as they try to control the ball and gain possession. It'll be a Panther throw-in. Charles Kapopoulos gets it in bounds, but immediately kicked out of bounds by Tiago Ferreira. Panthers do gain ground in the deal as they'll get a throw-in now in the offensive zone of South. Actually, it was a North throw-in, so they're trying to advance it. A flick-on header meets another header. Teams trading possessions with every kick here. Out of bounds off of North. That's what my call was, but the officials saw it the other way. So the Titans have it. North to come out of their own end. Near sideline. Intercepted. Hustling back on the play was Kapopoulos, number 2 for South. Charles Kapopoulos. Down the sideline it goes. Logan McIntosh playing it back. Number 6 for South is Nathan Hyde. Patrick Hyde, number 11, in the corner. Too much pace on the pass, and it will go out of bounds for a Titan goal kick. Roe Hendrick lining it up. Looking through the Division I soccer standings and recent scores, got to congratulate Manchester Memorial in an intra-city rivalry. When was that game played? Against Central. Central's had a good season so far in soccer. They have a unbeaten record, but they have one tie, and it occurred on it was yesterday. Yesterday, Central and Memorial played soccer, and it ended in a 2-2 tie. This is a Memorial team that has a sub-500 record, and somehow they managed.
City game, John. Just like here. City game.
Just like here. I thought of that.
City game changes everything.
So, going into this one, on paper, it looked like North might have the advantage, but South ahead, 1-0. Let's see. Got to refresh my mind on who was 3 and 4 and who was 4 and 3. Corner kick for South. Hooking it in front. Header! And it's kind of a harmless header that Roe Hendrick easily ran down. High arcing goal kick. Redmond against the world down there, 1-on-3, and the Panthers knock it out of bounds. So Redmond's hustle earns field advantage, field position. High pass in the middle, bounces free, and a good decision to head it back to Roe Hendrick. The South goalkeeper has it. It's North that came into the game 3 and 4, but with the 2-game winning streak. So South was favored to win before the game.
Shot just wide.
Another. I think he got his fingertips on that one as well.
I think he did.
Roe Hendrick appears to have saved another goal. And here's the replay. That is Kapopoulos for South, and I believe he did get his hand on that ball. Again, Hendrick playing like he has a giant wingspan, deflects the ball wide of the post. It's great goaltender reflexes. In that case, it was William Brooks of North. They credited Roe Hendrick because that was a Roe Hendrick-like save. It was William Brooks of North that made that save. Ball was labeled for the far corner. We got a hand on it. South developing a scoring chance here. Ramirez, what a pass.
Nice pass, he's got a chance.
And that could be a penalty kick. Let's see how they call it.
No, I don't think so. I think they're going to call it a clean defensive play.
They're going to let it go.
There they are.
Yep.
And not because they didn't see it. They made that judgment call.
Yeah. And trying to go the other way, the Titans offense, but Roe Hendrick out of his net.
I mean, Nashua North needs to step it up defensively or offensively, because now with 27, 16, or 15 left in the game, it's going to be tough.
North, who scored 7 goals in the last 2 games, scoreless here.
Look at his
so far.
speed right here. Here's a shot.
Sees it, and another great save by Brooks. Backs it away.
Brooks is just unbelievable today. He's done a great job.
You can see that scorer's mentality that Ramirez has, Tom. He just beats everybody to the ball.
All the way down.
And he chips it.
Right foot chip.
Side foot of his right foot.
But see, Brooks played it perfectly because what he did was he came down, he cut off the angle.
Did.
And that's how you do it.
Nicely done.
Yep.
Keeps it a 1-0 game. Ramirez bidding for his second goal there. Denied. A fine save by William Brooks. Breaking the action as we have some substitutions being made. About 15 minutes, 14 minutes into the second half. That next goal so all important, and the Titans, thanks to their goaltender, have a chance to get the equalizer.
There's a chance. And Hendrick.
Shot. Goal. What a spectacular goal for the Titans to tie this game up. Celebration on the field.
Yeah, that looked like it was Guilherme Alves.
Number 6 for North.
Yep.
Guilherme Alves, as Tom said, a senior, getting congratulated. He followed up the play. You saw Hendrick kind of turn his head and created the rebound, and here is how it happened.
Watch right here. Watch Hendrick. Ball bounces off his foot. He can't get up in time to make the save, and he just winces, and the defender's just no way tall enough to get that stop.
No, and you can't use your hands because you're a defender. You're not a goaltender. So great shot. Great shot by Alves following up the play. 1-1. And now a side heel, pass, shot, saved by Hendrick.
Yeah,
North is coming on strong.
All that room and couldn't find the opening. He shot it right at the goaltender. Let's see that one more time. Watch. Turns on the Jets. Gets the
no-look pass.
A no-look pass and a hard shot.
Kind of too easy that time.
Yep.
Yeah, because Alves went right at the goal
Alves,
instead of trying
probably the best way to do that. Aim for the short side, the upper right-hand side.
Loose
Here's another
ball
one.
in front, and we have a whistle before the shot for some reason. Offside, I guess.
Yep. But
haven't had too many of those.
Hey, we've got some action going here, boy, don't we?
Yes. North, you know it. As soon as you said they have to step off the offense,
had to step
they
up
stepped
the
up
offense.
the offense, and they haven't took their foot off the gas pedal for the last few minutes.
Exactly.
Out of bounds off of who? Looks like it's going to be.
But that shot
free kick for Panthers.
by Alves, that second one that was stopped directly by Hendrick for his 8th save of the game. Thought for sure if he had gone short side, as we look at the goal, upper right-hand corner, he had it.
It was there. And he even could have taken another touch or another step and taken a shot to improve his angle. Some good sportsmanship there as Tyler Downing helps the Panther player who had taken a seat back to his feet. I think that was Logan McIntosh, number 10. So time rolling. Under 24 minutes to go in the game. We're tied 1-1. Shades of the girls' field hockey game. Ramirez jousting in the middle of the field with his fellow number 18, Henry Rogel. And they decide that the free kick will go to Ramirez. Up ahead. In the middle. To his left. And the Titans steal it away. Up the field it goes. Good midfield play, though, by Patrick Hyde of South to step up. Teams trading possessions. They move the scorer's tent further away from midfield between games. That was at the bottom of your screen as William Brooks picks the ball up. Brooks, who had that key save just before North stepped up the offensive pressure and got their goal. It would have been 2-0. Instead, 1-1. Number 12 for the Panthers is Cody Lopez. Plays it on smartly to Joshua Reeder. Riley Olsen, number 3, boots it toward the middle, finds his teammate, but a little bit of a toe touch there, got away from Adel Buziani. Sliding tackle attempt by Cody Lopez. The Titans step on by. Charles Kapopoulos in a hand fight battle there and wins a free kick for the Titans in the middle of the field. Shadows covering about 50% of the field now at Stellos.
And they'll be over most of it for the first half of the girls' soccer.
Yeah.
As the sun will make its way over. Probably the area that will be the sunniest is going to be right below us to our right. Right in that area is Hendrick. Makes another save.
Yep, steps up and grabs it. High arcing goal kick. Will bounce in open space. Still loose. The Titans trying to collect it and go. The Panthers are, rather, trying to collect it and go and get that all-important next goal. The throw-in for Emmanuel Orozco Alvarez.
Well, we got 20-34 left. We've already had one game go to the magic 2 letters.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised if we have a third and a fourth. I don't, who know, or a second and a third. Who knows? We got a timeout on the field, 20-minute area, and I think that's when they're taking their water break. Pretty sure.
I think you're right. Might going to be an official timeout, you think?
I think I think the other one was official. When I was down on the field and they called timeout, the official said, water break, guys.
Oh, yeah.
So
that's a good thing.
That's what I'm thinking.
Panther balloons on display on your screen. The South fans, student body, have claimed the left side of the stands here at Stellos. North on the right side.
Yeah, across the way, they're sharing the bleachers.
They're sharing it.
Because to stay out of the sun.
Yeah.
And it's, the right side is
just about packed over there.
It's fairly crowded. It's not completely packed, but it's fairly crowded. I think it'll shift the other way to opposite sides or both sharing the same side on our side of the field in the last game.
One of the girls' soccer teams that's awaiting the use of the field next, they were in the stands over there. They've moved over in the corner into the shadows now. They were in that empty spot that you see there.
Tell you what, though, surrounding this front of this press box because of the sun are hornets.
Yeah. Notice that.
Yeah.
I don't know if they had a nest in these screens that we lowered.
I don't know, but I don't know. No, if that was the case, they'd be all over the place. But I think the thing is that's always been the case. It's at the old Holman Holman Stadium, it was always that way too. When we did Pride games in September.
Yeah.
Some of those playoff games in late September, early October, with the sun coming right at us, they were always around there.
Do you have a fly swatter for Tom so we can go out and get those hornets in during the timeout here?
No, I don't care about that. They're not bothering me. We're inside in air conditioning and all set up.
Yeah. So the break in the action, the water break in the action is over as the players make their way back out onto the field. Jim McLean is our cameraman up top, battling the elements and the Hornets.
I don't think they're bothering him up there.
Yeah, you hope they aren't, because you're all set. You're in your AC. You got your screens. You got your windows.
My photos are in.
Your photos are in. Life is good for you.
I got, one more game to shoot.
The sun is beating down on Jim McLean. He's got Hornets around him, and he's giving us these great pictures. But
it's true.
As long as you're okay.
I'm fine. It's all about me, John.
You know what? You tell it like it is in print and in person. I like that. It is all about you.
I don't hide a thing.
We have enjoyed these games here on the Battle of the Bridge. This one, as good as any. You don't know how this one's going to end. 1-1 here in the second half with tons of talent on the field. And now the Panthers trying to move it toward the goal. We have seen some spectacular goalie playing. We may need to see some more. Hendrick battling for the ball. It's still loose, but the Titans get it out of there. William Brooks, battling for the ball again. Threading the defenders. What individual effort. Number 8 for the South, still with it. Terrific play by Nathan Adel Buziani. Wasn't able to pass it off or get a shot away, though, but he played keep away for better part of 10 to 15 seconds there from several Titan defenders. Now it's North trying to get through some purple-clad defenders to the right of our screen. Ball gets out of bounds. Head coach of Nashua North boys soccer is Joshua Downing. The head coach, Joe Morgan, Morgan Magic for Nashua South. Joe Morgan was the name of a former Red Sox manager who may have been the most popular manager in my lifetime before Terry Francona came along.
Morgan Magic.
Yeah. Well, he took over the job, I think. Who was it that got fired? And almost immediately just went on a 20-game winning streak.
That was John McNamara.
Ah, John McNamara.
John McNamara, who obviously, the 86 team, he managed that. Managed 87.
Yeah.
And then in 88, the team was struggling, and they made the move. John was not a very happy guy. I mean, not about the fire. I mean in general. McNamara also, John, I'll tell you this next time we get a stoppage in play.
Your memory for the dates and the names,
well, McNamara
pretty impressive,
also,
especially as you get older.
Here's a McNamara.
Just rolling them out.
Here's a well, I'm rolling another one right now. Here's a McNamara thing. In the strike, I believe it was it 82? 81. The 81 strike.
Oh, yes, yeah.
John McNamara was the manager of the Cincinnati Reds. They had the best overall record both halves, but finished behind.
Oh, yeah.
And did not make the playoffs because of that.
Right.
Otherwise, they probably, under the old,
crazy,
they would have been in first place and made the playoffs.
Yeah.
For the Cincinnati Reds. He was their manager.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there was a hotter team in the first half and a hotter team in the second half, but overall they had the best win-loss record, but he didn't get in. Unfair. Ramirez looking for a penalty there as he made a bid to get his second goal of the game, but it was not forthcoming. South did pick up they got a free kick here in an even better than corner kick field position. Let's see what they do with it. Taking the corner kick for South will be number 14, Emmanuel Orozco Alvarez, as his teammates set up camp in front of the net. It's a low liner, and it was an attempt by Ramirez to one-time it past the goaltender, and I guess we're going to have a redo here for some reason or another. Maybe it was deflected out of bounds by a Titan player. And it will be a corner kick this time, not a free kick, but a corner kick from farther distance. High arcer, and it goes right to William Brooks. who catches it rather routinely and boots away a goal kick that bounced across the midfield stripe. Back to get it for the Panthers. Riley Olsen, number 3, with the throw-in. It's quite the beautiful September scene here on your screen. NashuaETV, happy to bring you these games as we get later into the evening here on Saturday, September 23. Ramirez, the dangerous one.
This is it. Nice pass, but off to the side.
Yeah, his teammates stopped running.
You know, I think even though he was so closely covered, he might have been better off just shooting that ball.
He might have been able to curl one past Brooks if he could have got it past the defenders.
I really think he could have.
Kind of unselfish to a fault there was Ramirez.
Boy, look at these Hornets out in front of this press box. They are buzzing around.
Yeah. South trying to get the ball out of their own end. They had a few mishits there, but they do collect it and maneuver down the sideline before a North midfield double team stops the progress. Panther throw in. Tom has loaned me a purple pen for the game, and of course,
yeah. But look at where it's from.
It's from Planet Fitness. But
see, I don't lie around and do nothing.
After watching the
That was
Purple
probably about 4 years ago when I got it, but that's okay.
After watching the Purple Panthers for 4 or 5 hours today, I think it's only appropriate that I become the Purple Pen Thief.
Yes, I think so, but you're going to give me that pen back.
Oh, well, that will defeat my purpose as the Purple Pen Thief.
Well, you have no purpose anyway.
My purpose is to call an exciting finish in this boys varsity soccer game,
just
as we had.
And you're doing a fine job of it, and I bet we will get an exciting finish.
Yeah, we certainly had one in the field hockey game. Wow. They set up 15 minutes on the clock for overtime, and it ended in 89 seconds with a goal by South. Captured here on a NashuaETV camera. And we will hope to capture a close-up of our game winner in this one, if and when it happens. Pace of the play slowing down a little bit at midfield, but South controlling the ball well and maneuvering. Player to player. Kind of a body check there.
Right, and there's more contact. Anytime, they should call that right over the top.
The player's kind of getting carried away.
Over the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was North's number 10. That's Pat McCarthy.
You mentioned no yellow cards yet, Tom. Are we about to see one?
I don't think so. They're just going to call the indirect. Let me see. They're talking to him.
Definitely.
He's got something in his hand. Yeah, it's a yellow card. He got one, and he's got to leave the game.
Is that how they do it in high school?
Yeah, he's not ejected. It's a warning, but for the warning, you got to leave the game.
Okay, and did they let you substitute for that
player?
Yes,
yes.
Okay. Of course, there's a red card in soccer.
Well,
a single player gets the equivalent of 2 yellow cards.
That is an ejection.
And that was where you will have to play shorthanded if that happens, at least at the pro level.
You are correct.
So we did get the game's first yellow card. Trying to calm these teams down and get back to focusing on the ball rather than throwing body checks. It will be a South free kick here, and it appears that Ryan Santoro will take it for the Panthers.
And we got the clock's ticking here. It doesn't stop for any of this. It's 12 minutes to go.
Let's see if he goes right at the goal. Chips it in the middle.
Oh, but right there, Brooks punched it out.
Good punch away by
Brooks.
Punched
it out, and that's what they teach goalies to do. Punch the ball out.
Headed away by the Titans. Actually, yes, Brooks has had his share of great saves in this one, as has Roe Hendrick, and there are big reasons why we're only 1-1. Ball hit a balloon up in the stands. They'll have to get a new one down on the pitch. They threw one in, but it looked like the coach in North didn't like the feel of the ball, and they get the original one out of the stands.
What do you think
again.
the temperature is reached at Mata Field on the?
Like if you put your hand on the field?
Yeah, I bet it had to be
92.
Oh, more than that. I bet it had to be up close to 100 in terms of just the heat itself. Here we go with a direct kick, I believe, right over the wall.
Yeah, let's see who'll elect to take it here for North. It's going to be number 8,
no,
unless he passes off.
I don't think so. It's not going to be 8. He's going to pass it off.
Oh, right. And the shot, I think it was number 11 that took the shot. Should be Jimmy Gutierrez, but it goes awry, goes off to the left. Name we haven't called in a few minutes, Tom, is young Master Ramirez.
Well, he
Alvaro.
had that shot. He had that pass. Remember?
Oh, yeah, he passed it off.
He passed it off when I thought he should have taken the shot. Just pull the ball, just kick it in the direction of the goalie and see what happens.
He's played a terrific game.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
North with a chance.
Onside. There's the shot.
Gutierrez collides with Hendrick.
Gutierrez could not catch up to the ball. It was too far ahead of him. I thought for sure he'd be able to get to it.
It's going to, it just
but
got
we're
away
going to
from
see
him.
a goal. We're going to see a corner kick.
From the right side to the left. Number 11 for North is Jimmy Gutierrez. And he curls one in front. It's a good corner. No.
Too far out. Shot wide.
Wide of the goal. Hendrick was ready.
I think corner kicks, go for the goal. Go for the goal. I've seen them score off the bar, off anything. Go for the goal. Don't shoot it out and think someone's going to come in and help you out. Go for the shot. Go see if you can score off the corner. Legal play.
Yeah. I think there's a special word in soccer when you actually kick a corner kick that goes right into the net. That's happened a few times that I've seen in highlights at the pro level. But also, as you're alluding to, Tom, good things can happen for the team on offense when you go for the goal, and the headers and ricochets, especially if the goalie can't get to it. Snatch it away. South trying to set up a scoring opportunity here, which would, of course, be the go-ahead goal fairly late in the second half. It could be a winner. And coming all the way out, Hendrick has to kick at it. I think that
looks like a balloon going up there, doesn't it?
It does,
wow.
yeah. I think that was Todd Redmond that was out ahead of the field there.
Well, we're under 10 to play now, 8:20 to go in the game, and in regulation.
Gutierrez, or actually Buziani is number 8. Buziani chests it back toward his own line, but there was a Panther there as well that stole it away. It's going to be a free kick. We have a player pleading his case, but to no avail. South on the move. Here he is, Ramirez, going to work, kicks it wide, chases it down.
Left foot, nope. He's going to have to try to maneuver his way now. Can't do it. It's 1-on-3, and that never works.
Yeah, that was a good job of defense on Ramirez by the North defender.
It's as good as he is, they need to get a couple more people involved. North has it's North, is basically stop one guy, and they haven't been able to in except one occasion. They've been able to do it, but he's come close so many times. Imagine if they had another one like him on the team.
Yeah. North on the attack. Deep right corner.
This is
shot
good.
Across the bow. Saved by
That's
Hendrick.
just a play to make for Hendrick. It's not really a shot, I don't think. I think basically he just has to make sure the ball doesn't get in the hands of or in the possession of a forward, of a striker for a clean shot. And he does that with jumping up and down and lunging up in midair to make that play. Brooks with 6 saves. Hendrick with 10.
Henry Rogel up ahead. Redmond came back to get it but lost control. And Alvarez has it taken. Actually gets it upfield. Ramirez actually just threw a shoulder, and he might get a yellow card for that. We're going to watch the official here. What he's.
I don't think so. No one's coming over. Let's see. Watch the referee on the 20-yard line. He's coming over. So they're continuing play. Oh, let's see. He's walking up to the player. Just a warning. He just gave him a warning.
Yeah. It was a little chippy, and you know what? Ramirez is a much better player than that. He doesn't have to do any of that.
No, he doesn't have to do that. I know it. And Johnny does not speak English.
Right. So that's a barrier for the official.
But he nodded when the official
came
up.
I'm sure there's no lack of respect there, but if you can't understand what the official's saying, he probably got the gist of it. Don't do that again.
He got the message.
Yeah.
Official signal with his hands. North trying to put some pressure on here. We're almost at the 5-minute mark left in regulation.
And here's Ramirez. He almost broke in alone. He goes to the corner with possession.
See.
And it's going to be a corner kick.
Yep.
Kind of played it off of the defender's leg there.
And I think he purposely, goaded the defender into the play.
Yeah. And so South with an opportunity here late in this game. Overtime awaits, but we're potentially, you could say we're in overtime right now. It's gotten to that point where the next goal will probably take it.
Brooks with his hand to deflect the ball away off the corner. Nice save.
And good hustle, determination there on defense. There's a lead pass for Redmond. He is onside. 2-on-2, now 2-on-3, but
had to wait. The onside rule made him wait.
Still has it, and now
this could be it. And Hendrick with a nice play to stop the offense from getting any kind of free pass to get a goal. Watch Hendrick. Okay.
Biding his time.
Ball's loose in front of me. I'm not taking any chances. I'm going to go grab it.
Good decision by Hendrick. Ball back to midfield. Panthers with some opportunity here. Ramirez on his feet.
He's not able to get that wing shot. Tries to get it off the defender to get a corner kick and didn't do it.
Spin move in front.
And nobody moved
Brooks
on the ball.
got to it first.
Yep, Brooks beat. Let's see who he beat.
Wow, you know what? Ramirez creates plays. He is a playmaker.
But you know what? South's got to be quicker to recognize them. Logan McIntosh was there to try to make the play, but Brooks beat him to the ball. You can't let Brooks beat you to that ball. You've got to get there first.
Yeah, you got to anticipate that
You've
pass.
got to.
South does a good job of stopping that forwarding pass by the Titans.
3 minutes to play in regulation.
Yeah, our clock on the screen is frozen, but it is 3 minutes, as Tom said, and counting down.
Yeah, our clock is frozen at 4:07, but it's 2:48 now. That's by the clock count. Now, I don't know if any stoppages will add time on the referee once we get to 2 minutes and the clock and the scoreboard clock stops. Ramirez has a chance.
Coming out of the corner, trying to find a teammate.
Yeah, he tried to find, again, McIntosh, and he was just too well covered. There was too many defenders in the area. I think he's, again, better off taking a shot.
Instead, Henry Rogel was the Titan defender who intercepted that centering pass by Ramirez. Ramirez, as talented as he is, Tom, he's been out there. He's doubled over right now. He has got to be a little bit taxed. He's got to be
gassed.
Yeah.
You notice he's not able to beat the defenders on the wing anymore, John. He's not able to get that burst of speed.
Got a hand on the hip out there.
See what the break does in between regulation and the possible overtime is now the clock is frozen on the game clock on the scoreboard. So it's at the 2 minute mark, and
but
it's under.
Definitely time for this corner kick here. Another opportunity
now, all this time
for the Panthers.
Basically keeps North from the other end of the field.
It's curling in. It's loose, and
Hendrick
Brooks forced to make a pounce on it.
Yep, no one was able to get to it.
And William Brooks will punt this ball downfield. Somewhere around a minute left. That one hit Redmond in the face, actually, and deflects to a Panther player. Yeah. Headed back toward midfield. Panthers trying to mount one last attack here in regulation. To the sideline it's played. Nice nifty move to come away, but the follow-up help for the Titans.
Coming up close to that time, we're going to hear the 2 whistles.
Riley Olsen with the throw-in for South.
They should have a sense of urgency here. They've got possession. They've got a chance to get something done before that whistle blows.
You want to get some kind of a shot away if you can.
Get some kind of a shot. And there's in deep, but look, no one got. There's somebody going for the ball.
Bounces loose.
And who was it? It was our guy. You know, it was Ramirez going for the ball. Someone had to.
Yeah.
Again, he's so good. There's almost a tendency to stand around and watch him play. Now the Titans with maybe a last-ditch effort here. I didn't think they'd have enough time to get one, but maybe they can. No.
Taken away by South. Now I think you can listen for those whistles. That would end the regulation at 1-1. Is there some injury time going on? Maybe.
Well, there was a timeout for the yellow cards, I'm pretty sure, right?
Oh,
One
yeah,
yellow card given out?
That's right. There it is.
End
of regulation.
End of regulation. We go to our second straight overtime game here in the Battle of the Bridge.
More fun, more action on NashuaETV.
Yep. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with the start of overtime right after this.
Who else has been taking your prescriptions? Keep your medicine and your family safe and secure. Mind your meds. To learn how we can help, visit the Partnership for Drug-Free Kids at drugfree.org.
Welcome back to Stellos, where we go to overtime in the boys varsity soccer game. 2017 Battle of the Bridge contest between North on the right of your screen and South on the left. Spectacular goaltending in this one. Some exciting goal scoring and goal scoring opportunities. So many of them. And it's 1-1 after 80 minutes of play. They put up 10 fresh minutes on the clock.
10 minutes, but it's not, you know, they don't go all 10. It'll be sudden death, so I believe.
I think they do 2 10s if nobody scores.
Yes,
but yeah, if
they'll go another 10 minutes. They'll take a break, go another 10 minutes, you know, set up another 10-minute quarter or overtime. South on the North in the white. They are shooting right to left on your TV dial there, and they have the first opportunity with a free kick.
From the far right sideline as we look at it.
Let's see if Hendrick is up to the task. They pass it off. Nice breakup.
Yeah. Good defense by the Panthers.
South Charles Kapopoulos with the play on defensively, number 2.
Titan throw-in will be taken by Anthony Jones. And quickly out of bounds off of a Panther player, and Anthony Jones will throw it again, number 14 for the Titans. Teams trade possession at midfield, and Titans, nice job of juggling it with his feet there by Thiago Ferreira, number 8. Chipped ahead by Henry Rogel. He was trying to find Redmond, his teammate, and they do have it.
Chance. And they're looking for a call. They're looking for a handball.
They're looking for a trip and a penalty.
Yeah, they're looking for something right here.
Yeah.
Wow, going crazy on the field, looking for the call is Redmond. Oh, he was upset.
Emphatic.
He was very emphatic.
You know what it came down to, Tom, is that the officials didn't feel like there was enough there to decide the game on that play.
I'll have to see if Josh Downing thought so after the game, the North head coach.
I think the officials felt that the Panthers had won the ball cleanly.
Yep.
Kicked on ahead. North has had the ball to the left in the offensive zone since they kicked it off in the overtime.
Yep.
This could be an indication that North has the better conditioned team, perhaps, at this point in the game. South certainly's got the talent, but they're getting beat to the loose ball so far in the overtime.
Well, they are.
Here's another player up ahead of the field and racing to the loose ball. Nice play by Jimmy Gutierrez, but taken away by Riley Olson, who's got the ball, kicking it from the corner. Goes off his foot, though, and out of bounds. And another throw in for Anthony Jones. Tony Jones. He's half Tony Bennett and half Tom Jones.
How about that?
Great singers who are still with us. Although Tom Jones had some kind of a health problem that forced him to cancel some concerts. But I digress.
Ramirez again, but again, there goes the Titans converging on him.
The Panthers now with their first offensive zone possession of the overtime, trying to make something of it.
And they need to make more of it.
To the middle. Yeah, spreading the field a little bit, but stepping up. Look at this pass to Redmond. Has one man to beat. Taking it deep into the corner. Todd Redmond stripped away. I think if he shields it, it's going to be a corner kick. And it is. Redmond with a heads-up play there. He knew that the last touch was by the fine defender, Jaden Lawless Marco, who has played a terrific game on defense. Haven't said his name enough. But Redmond was able to induce the corner kick there, but Panthers get the ball out of their own end with some pace on it. And here is Alvaro Ramirez.
Oh, here's a chance.
Ramirez with those
fire it if he can. He can't get
flashy feet. He still has it.
He can't get that shot off the wing.
No.
You know, that's the problem. He's better off down the middle. He really is.
Thwarted on that scoring attempt. Sliding tackle won by South. Cesar Mendoza, number 17. Mendoza doing yeoman work there against three Titan defenders.
We're already under 5 to play.
What a good step around. Lead pass to Redmond. He's got 2 defenders to go by, though, as the Panther defensive players get back and man their positions. Turn it around. Midfield. South, down the field they go. 1-1 in overtime. Next goal wins. In the corner.
Oh, let's see. We got a foul. Let's see what they're going to call. They are going to call a foul.
Are they going to give him a penalty kick?
Well, it was in the box. It was in the outer box, not.
They're going to discuss it, Tom.
It was in the outer box, John.
A free kick? A free kick in that spot. Here it is again.
Watch the play. Watch where the location is. The location is key. Okay? The move and knock down.
Well inside the
the main area.
Yeah, they got that wrong on the positioning.
That
was like a compromise.
Right, but it's the outer area, not the penalty area. The penalty area is right in
anywhere in here is a penalty kick, and it was inside this line.
Yep.
So I think the officials may have missed it.
No, I think it's in this area is a penalty kick there, isn't it?
It's the whole thing.
It's the whole thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, we'll see.
Shot.
Save.
Near post. Well done. William Brooks.
Just follow the ball.
Yep. Here it is. on the free kick. Near post, leaping up and getting a hand on it. That was in if he didn't bat it away.
It looked like it was Emmanuel Orozco Alvarez taking that shot, number 14, I'm pretty sure.
I think you're right. He has taken almost all of their free kicks. Interesting that Ramirez passes on those free kicks, as talented as a soccer player as he is. But, you know, Emmanuel Orozco Alvarez, he's good at those. He's tested Brooks several times.
So that's the first memorable play of the overtime, which is quickly evolving into a second overtime here as there's 2:12 left to play in the first one. And it's running time.
Another nice no-look pass by the Titans' number 8, Buziani. He specializes in those. Actually, it was Thiago Ferreira, excuse me, number 8 for North. He's right there on your screen.
Now, should this game end in a tie, South clinches at least a tie in the Battle of the Bridge, because they would be up 8-6-2 with 2 events left, and the last one is golf on September 28th.
Yep.
I'll double-check that downstairs.
No ties.
I hate ties.
Yes.
And there's Hendrick up and makes a big grab.
Yeah. Well, it's almost routine for Ro Hendrick. He's got that height advantage, got that good decision-making ability, and he comes out and snatches away any hope for North to score on that possession. Emmanuel Orozco Alvarez kicks it on up ahead, but stopped by the Titan defense. Back come the Panthers. Good idea by Josh Reeder, but then that's the fatigue factor, I think. He was leading his teammate with a forwarding pass, and teammate just couldn't catch up to the ball. They play at a different pace at this stage in the game. We do have a throw-in coming for the Panthers as substitutions are made. Newly into the game, Patrick Hyde, number 11 for South. Fresh legs on the field. Riley Olsen, number 3, gets it to his fellow midfielder. It's popped into the middle. Kind of a dangerous ball there if you're with North. And that's a shoulder right there that.
Yeah, they're going to mark the ball somewhere. Let's see. Nope, they're going to give him a goal kick.
Yeah.
And that will probably.
That was Ramirez throwing the shoulder again. He's got to watch those.
I know he does.
He
didn't go up in the air, you know, and that's
right.
the thing.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's the end of the first overtime period. They put up 2-minute intermission between the first set of 10 minutes and what will be the final 10 minutes of the game, barring a goal somewhere therein. So we will keep it here as we watch the teams talk strategy, try to rehydrate, try to regenerate some of that adrenaline that they felt, I'm sure, at the opening tip-off of this game. That next goal, that golden goal to win the Battle of the Bridge Boys Varsity Soccer Clash could be in the offing. North huddling up on the screen to the right, and South on the left with their coaches. North coach Josh Downing and Joe Morgan of South.
Now they should flip sides. South ought to be going right to left and North going the other direction.
And it's really no specific advantage with the sun where it is right now to being on either end. The only people dealing with the sun right now is us. Hi here in the press box. This is the price we pay for our air-conditioned cubicle. So back out onto the pitch we go. Let's see who has enough gas left in the tank to earn a victory here. Or will it end in a 1-1 tie? South had the lead at first. North tied it up. Fresh 10 minutes up on the scoreboard, and it will be South possession to begin the second overtime period. They play it back toward the defense. Long kick up the field. And William Brooks boots it over the 50-yard line in this 120-yard long pitch. Ball's going to be out of bounds off of the Panthers. Titan throw-in. Good crowd on hand on both sides of the field, especially on the visitor side there, as people were strategic about sitting over there to avoid the glare of the sun. Nice play. Jimmy Gutierrez crossing pattern pass, and it doesn't find its way to a teammate. Good defense there by the Panthers, who expected that pass and intercepted it. Here comes Alvaro Ramirez Jr., the freshman, native of Mexico, with those flashy feet, intercepted as the Titans boot it downfield. Redmond jousting for the ball with South's Cody Lopez, number 12. Redmond's going to end up with it in the corner. Try to pass it in front. Intercepted by the Panther defender. There's a Titan forward waiting to receive that and to get a shot away had it not been for the defense hustling back. Out of bounds off the Titans. Second overtime, second 10-minute overtime of sudden death. Ramirez in space, knocked away, trying to track it down. And the Titans teaming up on defense to stop the dangerous striker of Nashua South. Ball out of bounds. 8 minutes left now in the second overtime. As we count down, continuously running time. Long line drive boot, a flick-on header. Ramirez may be onside, and Brooks bats it away. Spectacular play in front of the North goaltender as we watch that one again, coming way out of his net to beat Ramirez to the ball, or that one's going to be in the back of the net. I will bet you that if Will Brooks doesn't get to that ball and bat it away. A game-saving play by the North goaltender, a split-second decision that he had to make. Throw-in for the Panthers in good field position here. That's going to be a corner kick after the throw-in was deflected out of bounds by a Titan defender. So we will see if South can capitalize here. Under 7 minutes to go in the second and final overtime period. Bending one across the goal mouth, and it doesn't reach anybody in the purple jersey. Battling all the way as it goes out of bounds. Getting the job done was Henry Rogel, number 18 for the Titans defense as it goes out of bounds. That actually went out of bounds under the power of the original corner kick. Nobody else touched it. Free kick for the Titans. Downfield it goes. Headed back the other way as the teams trade possessions. Titans started out strong in the overtime period, but the Panthers reasserting themselves here. That pass goes to nobody in particular. Bodies come together. And they're going to call an injury timeout. It is Ramirez. Gets back up to his feet. He's got to be exhausted more than just that collision. I think, you know, when you're that tired and you get knocked down, it's just harder to get back up. He does. Play resumes. We are getting close to the halfway mark of this final overtime period. The Titans on the attack to the middle of the field, and it's broken up. But on they come again. Good lead pass in space in the corner. Gutierrez, crossing pass, diving play by Hendrick. It's still loose. What a play by the goaltender coming off of his line. Roe Hendrick, spectacular. Panther ball, 4:44 left. That one, I think, went off of a defender's hand, and it will be Panther possession. A free kick inbounds from distance, but still advantage South here to have the ball in their possession in a sudden death overtime with 4:20 to go. And they'll kick it. They're good 35 yards away from the goaltender, Will Brooks. Chipped in the middle. Scrum of bodies, a flick-on header and a save. Expertly done by South, trying to make something out of that free kick. That might have been Mr. Buziani, the Adel Buziani, the number 8 for South, that tried to get it past the North goalie with that flick-on header. Ball ends up out of bounds in the Panther end of the field, and it will be a goal kick for Roe Hendrick. 3 minutes and 25 seconds to go, as you can see. That's all that's left in this boys varsity soccer game. Will anybody be able to come up with a tie-breaking goal in time? Josh Reeder back on defense, kicks it toward the sideline, where the Titans outwork the Panthers for the ball. Fancy footwork, the shot from distance over the goal. What a tremendous try. Kind of an individual effort there. Feel like it was Anthony Jones that worked some magic there with that. Number 14, I think, for the Titans. It's over the net. Ball now at midfield, throw-in for the Panthers. 2.5 minutes to go. Winding down toward the end of this one. Girls varsity soccer is next here at Stellos. Concluding our Battle of the Bridge coverage on this beautiful sunny Saturday, September 23. How about that pass? A lead pass that springs Patrick Hyde. Hyde going in the corner, crossing pass, getting back, hustling on defense was number 4, Jack Gould, to break it up. Panthers still have possession, though. With 2 minutes even to go, you'll see the clock on the screen freeze as they keep time down on the field for the final 2 minutes of this game, one way or the other. Tie or a win for somebody. Play it toward the middle, bouncing free. Ramirez not able to do much with it. Cesar Mendoza, and kicked away by the Titans. You can just see by the body language of several players, they're running out of gas here. We are in the 100th minute. Let me do my math. 80, 20, 20. We are in the 120th minute of action here at Stellos Stadium, of continuous running up and down the field in 80-something degree weather as we watch one of the officials near the 50 checking his watch. Will Brooks kicks it toward midfield. Pair of 11s doing battle for the ball. Whistle blows. It'll be a free kick. This is Cesar Mendoza who hands it off. Number 15 is Ryan Santoro. Santoro trying to set up a shot. Maybe Mendoza will let it fly from distance. He does. In the middle. Deflection easily handled by Will Brooks, who's waving his team down the field. Punts it as far as he can as a defensive maneuver in the waning seconds of this one. See if the Titans can generate any kind of an attack. Ball just booted way out of bounds by the Panther defenders as if to kill off the rest. Over the fence it went. You don't see that very often. They'll have to get a new soccer ball to throw in, and the Titans do. And the 3-whistle blast indicates that this one is over. A 1-1 tie after 2 overtime periods, and I think this will produce the handshakes between the two teams. Congratulations in order for both goaltenders. A spectacular effort by the goalies to keep it 1-1. This easily could have been a contest somewhere in 3 or 4 goals for each team. That's how many scoring opportunities and great saves that were made by both Will Brooks of North and Roe Hendrick of South. A terrific boys varsity soccer contest ends in a draw, 1-1. For Tom King, Tim O'Neill, Jim McLean, I'm John Collins, thanking you for watching Battle of the Bridge action on NashuaETV.